morning. I have not done we were in town getting the truck worked on Tuesday, and while it was getting worked on, a friend of mine and me, and I, we went into Reno to Medwood Mall. She had to go there for her wedding ring to be cleaned, and did a little bit of shopping. I didn't do much shopping. Once in a while you just have to get out. Once in a while you have to spend a little bit of money on yourself. And we haven't been doing too much yet. The other day we spent a couple of, I would say probably about an hour and a half at the Connex, and on our property. I'm pointing to it because it's like right over there. I can see the top of the Connex barely, and if I use this, I can see more. But we went over there for an hour or so. Let me move this. I just took a shower. For an hour or so, hour and a half, I think. I did a little bit of organizing and brought in all of my clothes back to the trailer. So I have all my clothes here. I don't have to wear the same thing over and over again. And I don't have a lot of clothes. So I do wear stuff over. When you're out here and stuff, you have to, okay, this is filthy. I don't want to wear it. Okay, this isn't too bad. I'll wear it for another day unless we're going someplace. Then I might change into something cleaner. But other than that, if it's just me and my husband, who cares? I know I should be dressing up. A lot of people are going to look at this and say, you should be dressing up for your husband every day. Well, if you ask my husband, he will look at you and go, number one, Cheryl's not that type of person. And number two, I don't like a high maintenance female either. So it all works out. When I was younger, I'd spend time curling my hair, trying to get it just right, wear decent clothes that my parents bought me. Old time, old fashioned. My dad rather see us in dresses. Maybe that's why I don't care for dresses and I think dresses don't look good on me. But that's a whole nother story. I'm not trying to ramble up. I'm trying to update of what's going on so I could put a little bit of a video up. We've had I think a barn owl. I know it's an owl. And I could do the video of it after this to prove that it's an owl. And, usually I post videos of the little creatures outside. And since that barn owl, or the owl, might not even be a barn owl, might be another type of owl, has been flying around, the kangaroo mice or mouse, we have a couple of them, haven't been around at all, so I haven't had any videos. I think they're kind of cute how they hop. They run and then they hop, and then they run and they hop, or they hop. They're so cute. I don't know the reason why we haven't had that many rabbits around here. Maybe because all the tumbleweeds are pretty much getting dried out. But we've had, if you've seen my videos and you've seen, like, it might be rain going sideways, or it might be, you might think that it's a windy night with sand blowing, or dust. No, most of that is actually the gnats. They come out of the ground at dusk, and they fly in swarms. And you can look it up. They have a very short when they fly in storm in a group like that, they're actually mating. And they only live, what is it, 14 days? I think is what I read. Don't quote me, but 14 days. They lay eggs afterwards. Then the eggs, I would say within days, five, 5 the most, especially out here. They'll lay the eggs. The eggs will hatch. The larva, it's like 5 to 7 days, 6 days. It seems like it's like 6 days, and we have a whole new cycle going on again of them. And they get in the house, and they're all over the place. And they usually will be out basically about dusk. Then they will be then they'll fly until, like, I would say 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then right a couple of hours before dawn they'll come up. And someone out here was saying, oh, I put a little bit of sand around my plants that's got pot, that's got soil in it, because the sand keeps them for laying eggs. No, because I got it on video, and I think have showed it on the past videos, where they actually come up out of the ground and swarm. And that's sand. That's all sand. It's all sand out here. So, and I guess what they do is they eat the dead plants, like the tumbleweeds that are out right now. That's where they like to lay. And the larva, once the eggs hatch in their larva, they eat around the rotten plants, and that helps. So when the wind starts blowing in another week or two, that all these tumbleweeds will start blowing all the way around. That's going to be interesting to see, and hopefully I will capture some of that on video. Tumbleweeds, I found out, are not native to America. They're an invasive species. Back when they started making westerns is when they planted the tumbleweeds, and the tumbleweeds are from Russia. They're Russia thistle, I think, or Russian. They call them Russian tumbleweeds, but they're from Russia. And they'll get the seeds, plant them in an area, wait until they get to a certain point where they need tumbleweeds, dry them out, let them blow. So anybody that watches westerns or black and white westerns that sees the tumbleweeds rolling by, know that they're not native to the United States. They're from Russia. That's everything I read. So you could go online and put just tumbleweeds, and it'll come up. I don't care how you put it, it's still tumbleweeds. So that's where we're at. Right now we're kind of at a standstill. Hubby just started working at a local store here where we live. So yeah, he isn't getting paid much, but he's also saving gas. You got to have a 4-wheel drive or a vehicle, or a vehicle that's higher up. You can't have a really short, small car, and else you're going to get stuck in places out here. And like our neighbor that we're staying at right now, we have our trailer here next to his trailer because he's gone for several months. He actually has a one of the small cars that is like a USV, one of the small ones, but it's not four-wheel drive, it's forward drive or front drive. So if you have something like that, then you'd be able to make it through here. But other than that, you really, I mean, a little car, you don't ever see a little car coming down here. I mean, they'll get stuck or get ruined pretty fast. But that's okay. And so we're hoping by we had everything scheduled and we got one more schedule. My husband's got to have his tooth worked on I think it's next week. Next week or the week after. They already put a temporary crown in. They took the old one out. They're going to finish putting a crown in. And hopefully that will be enough for a while. Then we can get on to getting our septic in, because that will actually be nice to get the septic in, even though we are down here. Probably we figured it out almost a half a mile away from our property, and it would be nice to have a septic, and then we can just go up there, fill the tank, go up there and dump it, and then come back. And then we will work on doing a plan for the house. Why we're figuring out what we're going to do with the, how we're going to do the water thing. We're going to actually get a tank and get it filled, because it doesn't cost that much. I mean, it costs money, but we could get a big enough tank that they'll come and fill it once a month. And it's like under $300. So every other month, $300 is not that bad. And then I will be figuring out, and I will do videos of it when I figure out how I'm going to do it. We have a little area that I've been talking about of digging a hole, putting a water barrel in it, and letting it catch water and seeing how long it's going to last, because I'm hoping that I can get something that will hold water long enough for most of the summer, or half of the summer, for plants, for trees, whatever that we want, because that will help on watering stuff on our property. And our neighbor has an area that way, and it's like split between his property and the next property. And I talked to the gal that owns the property next to, because she came out and was taking pictures, and she said that she would love to figure out how to do that, because it'll rain, and she goes, most of the water will stay pretty much until May, depending on the weather, if it rains a lot or anything. And she would love it where it could stay a little bit longer for like plants and stuff like that. So we will figure that out. I figured I'd do a small version of it at my place, at my property, because this one's going to be a bigger volume, because it's bigger. I mean, it's almost a lake. It's not even a pond. It's almost a lake. That's how big it is. So that's where we are. I mean, that's where I'm at today, and I'm going to leave it at that. I will put the video of the owl on this. I'm not editing this out at all. So you got the full thing. So until we meet again, thank you for coming or listening to me gabble on about everything. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. You can post anything on the comment. Say, I hate your channel. I'm never going to watch it again. You could put a positive on it. I like your channel. You could do better at this. You could do this and this and this. That will actually help me grow my channel. So please help me grow my channel. It's not that I want to make money. It's just to grow it out there to show people that you could come from a small town, a city, or whatever, wherever you're at, and you're tired of living the way that you are, that you can work towards of living off the land, having solar, being off grid. Well, that would be solar. On being a homesteader and not cost an arm and a leg to do it. Of course, it's going to take some money, but do it a little bit at a time and you will get there. So thank you for watching. And like I said, hit the like, subscribe, make a comment. You can even do a thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down, or do both. I don't care. Thank you, and till we meet again.